there and kill one. I give the guy like 10, 15 guide trips a year. I can't go down there and shoot buck.
He can't do one either.
That's what I'm saying. He's an outfitter, not a guy. Yeah, there's a difference. Okay. No, flathead, okay, size, great answer. The fact that not everybody gets them, it's kind of like I'd say a 20-pound flathead is like a Pope and Young deer to me. Okay, that's a special fish, 20 pounds. That fish has been in the river for a while. 20 pounds is a good fish. It's nice, heavy, and it'll give you all you want for a fight. I say a 50-pound fish is like a Boone and Crockett. Very few the percentages of people in this country that will catch a 50-pound flathead is very small. It really is. If you catch one or two of them, you're doing well. Now that's going to start to change because you're getting more and more and more people that are dedicated to just flathead fishing. They've caught all the little fish they want to catch and they're ready for that, the big step, and they're willing to put the time in and the patience in to catch the big fish. So more people are catching big ones. Plus we're doing a lot more catch and release, which is great. Now who in here, truthfully, with photo identification, can verify that they've caught a 50-pound flathead? It's been weighed, it's 50 pounds. See what I mean? That's how special they are. You ain't caught 50 pounds of bass in your life. That just goes to show you. You got a room full of people that love to catfish or they wouldn't be here. Okay? You've been out on the river. Some of you have spent time fishing for flatheads. Some of you haven't. But one person, I have caught some 50s, but I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing if I hadn't. So.
Oh, have you, Matt?
Yes, on occasion. But Dave has. So I mean, that just, regardless. There's 60, 80 people, you got one or two. That's pretty low odds. That's how special they are. So that's why the more we learn about them now, so what do we know that can help us? Number one, we know they prefer live bait. Okay? Is that the truth? No, it's not the truth. It's not the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you, Devin. The truth is that in the spring and the fall of the year, they actually prefer soft, small live baits and cut bait. And in some situations, especially in the fall more than the spring, if you sit side by side in a boat in a wintering hole and you're using fresh cut bait and the guy next to you is using fresh live bait, on most days you're going to outfish him 3-1. And I can only say that because I've done it enough to know that they're looking for something that they don't have to chase, that's small, and that doesn't take them a bunch of energy. They're poikilotherms, or cold-blooded, whatever you want to say, which means the water temperature regulates their metabolism. Okay? So, when the water's cold, they don't have the energy to chase, digest, big scaly meals. They don't want to chase things around. They don't even want to leave the cover. The longest fish will always be in the best spot on that piece of cover. Okay? Now that means I said aggressive. Some days that might be an 8-pounder. He might be the one that's laying there because there's no other big fish on that piece of cover that's ready to feed. They just be off doing their thing. Some days it's going to be a 50-pounder. Some days it's going to be a 10-pounder. But generally, if you're fishing the right pieces of cover and you have your bait in the right place, there's going to be a flathead there and you'll catch them fairly quick usually. So, now what I was talking about with the bullhead earlier, about how they have a tendency to run to flatheads. I have that rig and it's on the site. For those of you that aren't members of the board, it's free. Register on the message board, and it's called the Suicide Slip Rig. And it's just basically a rig with about a 4-foot leader. It's hard to cast, so you're going to want to be, 10, 15 yards from the drop off you're fishing. The reason I say drop off is because with a 4-foot leader, you don't want to fish brush with it. Because by the time that bull. Anybody else? Yes, sir. The Kishwaukee. Where would they be at? You know where that one place is? It does all this? Throw the GNS in there. Does this, no move? You can throw GNS in there and pick some up off the edges, or you can throw live bait in there. There's probably a flathead here. They like bottom grabbing cover. Stable cover that's been there for a long time. They don't like anything to move. They like to set up on an ambush and be secure and ready. They don't like anything that's doing this and, okay? Anything else? In that one place I was talking about, they had flatheads that didn't move a mile in a year. They tagged flatheads that moved 70 miles, okay? I don't agree with that. In a small river, number one, in a small river, these dams aren't very far apart. So you know they're not moving far, okay? In rivers this size, I don't think flatheads move very far because I catch flatheads over and over again that I know are the same fish. I caught one with a tag in it that was 42 pounds twice last year, and I think I caught him the year before when he was about 38. But I didn't write down the tag the year before, so I know I caught him twice, if not 3 times, in the exact same spot.
He's got the ideal setup. How far you got to move?
He doesn't have to. Thus the reason why, when everybody's sitting there waiting for the rods to do this, if you've got your bait right on that cover for a flathead and he sucks it in, why does he have to run? He just ate. I don't run nowhere after I eat. He ain't got to go nowhere. He just sucked his bait in. Why would he come out behind that root ball and take off down the river? It don't make any sense. He's going to suck it in and maybe back up under the log a little bit, okay? So he might, that's what you get, this little tip. Okay? That is why I like the flexibility of a light tip. So you can see all this stuff. Okay? Anything else? Fishing a hole, you're fishing a piece of cover. A great way to pick up aggressive fish is to throw bait straight out the side of your boat on both sides. And let those baits bounce, let them get snagged up. Maybe you catch a fish you don't. Let it sit there for a while, bounce, just like Dave was saying. Let these baits work their way down real slow, and they'll make contact with fish a lot of times. You pick up, what is that? Anybody know? Are you your fire department? Shut it off! I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I just yelled in your ear, didn't I? Sorry about that. These are very important people. Yeah. So that's something I didn't point out. I'm trying to keep this halfway short so we can get to the raffle. But thanks for reminding me, Dave. Anything else?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
If you caught the same damn fish 3 times, why didn't you take us there Thursday night?
It's because he put us in the gar hole.
Pick up and drop.
That's a fair question, and I'm going to answer it for you. I'm going to use a little guide talk because I don't want you to catch him.
Yeah, it's good for you.
The claw. The claw. 1.
Just read the last 4 numbers.
0651. You got it? We'll set the guy between 3. Rocker! Oh boy. There you go, buddy.
He was trying to get you a free book last night, wasn't he?
You booked a trip with me yesterday.
I think he said it's in front.
Right in front of you, the Tony. Right in front of you there with the green.
Tony, hold it up.
Oh boy.